This is one piece I've made during the lockdown. It's a dark piece because I've made it during these dark days when the world is going through much corona darkness. I got my inspiration when I was visiting the UK. When we were walking on the streets, I walked through this door with spikes on the door. And when I asked, what are the spikes for? I was told these are for like anti-homeless people who come to sleep on the door. So it's kind of my way of expressing how we create fences between us and other people socially. My name is Dickens Otieno. I'm from Kenya. I started making art or practicing art in 2006 when I joined Masaimbele Art Studio in Kibera. I started off as a painter through the guidance of Gomba and Kota, who started the studio. And I painted for a few years before I got interested in exploring more materials, like found materials. One day when I was walking home from the studio, I found a can and it felt more like what I was looking for because it was very light, it was still metal, it doesn't rust, and more so it felt like fiber that was used to weave back in the days when I was growing. This is how I started my journey with the cans. I continued looking at it more as a fiber that was used to make like baskets, and that's the direction my weaving took. I started off by making clothes. I made a series of school uniforms, and particularly I was interested in trying to question the role of uniforms in our lives, how they shape us as we grow up. I was in a residency in Zanzibar where I made the first wall hanging, and this was more inspired by the kanzus that people wear in Zanzibar. The patterns and the colors on the wall hangings are basically derived from my surrounding. I look at things I see around me, like patterns of buildings, the clothes people wear very colorful clothes. There are always prints or writings on clothes, and this always means something. And I think this is very interesting for me because we wear clothes every day, but we don't just wear them to cover us, but also to try to portray ourselves in a certain way. This is basically from a sect that came from Catholic. It's called La Jo Maria. It's more a Luo sect. I'm a Luo. So I'm taking my time to study it closely, how they practice their religion. And I think what interests me in these religious apparels is how we wear clothes, like their kind of uniform, religious uniforms. I'm just trying to express the use of clothes in this manner. Like somebody can wear a religious cloth, but on the inside, they're not religious at all. So I think this is hypocrisy. So I try to question the role of clothes and the role of people who wear clothes, There are a lot of artists working in found materials like me around Africa and around the world right now. And I draw inspiration from some of them, like Nabu Kenya from Uganda, Nanatsui from Ghana, Mahama, and many other more. I like a conversation about my work so that people look at it more closely and see the difference. And I think this gives me the freedom to continue and trying to explore it more. Recently, I traveled to Italy for a residency. And what I got mostly in this residency is how I compose my work. I think there's a little change because before I let my work lead me, but now I'm more conscious of what I'm making and how I make it. When I'm making art, I'm always thinking around my surrounding, the things I see around me, the stories I hear around me, and these are what I try to put in my work. And I hope that my work sparks or provoke some kind of conversation around issues that are around me. I'm having a solo exhibition and I'm very excited about it because this is the show that gives me the freedom to explore in my work as many things as I can. And I think there's so much that's going to come out of it, and I'm very excited about it.